Tell, Cockerel. He's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel. Leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. He's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around, always talking Spurs wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. Tell, Cockerel. He's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and on and on and on. Why do I always get it wrong? Every time I play along. Tell, Cockerel. The show is so chilled, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel. Goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. The show is so chill, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tell Cockerel Week 13 competition results. Yes, Week 13 competition results. I hope you're all well today. It's Monday, the 1st of December. We are finally in the last month of the year. We are now in December. Now we're in the home run for Christmas. 25 days and counting. Have you opened all your advent calendars? Yeah, some people have chocolates, some people have candles, some people have knickknacks, some people have all sorts when it comes to it. Some people have crisps, you get the Pringle ones as well. So, but anyway, it's the 1st of December. I hope everybody is well in whatever it is that you are doing. We shall say hello to a few people. We've got Ellie. She says, hello, Senor Garcia. She goes on, doesn't she, Ellie? Bless my Ellie, she goes on. Good afternoon to you, Ellie. Paul G. Flexing his member badge. 13 months a member. Thank you very much, Paul, for your continued support. Says, afternoon, all come on you Spurs. Daz is here. Good afternoon, Daz. I hope you're well. Says, big up Jose in chat. I hope all is well today. It is. I hope you are well. Then we've got Top Spurs here. Says, hi, Jose in chat. Good afternoon, Top Spurs. Daz, I hope you are well as well, sir. Neil then says to me, he says, I'm about this time, Jose, but I'm unable to join the program because of other things. Yeah, I wonder what happened to you, Neil. You didn't leave any predictions for this week. I did message you back in one of your comments and I said there's no predictions. Shentam's here, says, hi, Mr. Bossman. How's anyone in the chat? Hope you're well today. I had a stinker with the Fantasy League. Oh my God, terrible. I haven't got to Fantasy League yet, but we will do. Neil then says, cheers to everyone here. Catch you later. My predictions were rubbish and nothing lost in time. And then Drula's here, says, afternoon, Jose and the Cockerel crew. Good afternoon, Drula. Drula is a lady. Yes, good afternoon, Drula. Whilst I'm here looking, right, I might as well, first of the month and all that, I might as well give out some memberships. Let me see who they've gone to. Let me see who's been lucky enough to get these. Right, I've just gifted 5 channel memberships. And they have gone to the One Spurs King. They've gone to Paige. So Paige, if you're around, Paige, welcome back. You can go to do predictions again. It's also gone to Side Dancer. Hopefully Sai can then start doing predictions again. Phil Coys has also been gifted a membership from me. And so has Mike Zappa. So them people have all benefited from me gifting out 5 channel memberships. And Dad's saying to me, I'm off work tomorrow, Jose, going to the football at Radcliffe. Okay, Radcliffe Borough, you're going to go and watch them tomorrow. Radcliffe Borough, fantastic. The show for week 14 is tomorrow at 4 p.m. For those that want to do predictions this week, it will be at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Today's just the results for week 13. But we start as we mean to go on. So for those that have been gifted memberships, I hope that you come back and play. Right, should we do a bit of housekeeping? Let's start with the first game that we play, which is Predict the Football. And there it is, Predict the Football, for those that can see it. I have a lead of 31 points. I have a lead of 31 points now in Predict the Prem. My goal difference this week took a battering because I'm now minus 17 on goal difference, where I was plus 1 last week. So yeah, I've kind of taken a battering in the old goal difference account. But Kevin Clark has broken the 100-point barrier. So Kevin Clark is now 107 points. He's 31 behind me. Archer's teetering on that 100, just below the 100 mark. Archer's on 98. Vindaloo, another one, is on 96. Shemtam is on 93. Can't see it. I don't know how to make this bigger. Back I'll take myself out of the screen. Can I put myself on the screen as well? No, I'll tell you what, I'll take myself out of the screen completely and I'll leave you with it. Right, can you hear me now? Do I have to be on screen for you to hear me? Right, can you hear me now? Yeah, okay, so I have to be on screen. Sorry, I have to be on screen for you to hear me, so that's probably why you couldn't hear me. I was saying that the 31-point lead in the other game, 31-point lead in the other game, and now I've gone into fantasy football, and in fantasy football I'm going to go up and down. I'll give you the greens. So Jack Spurs, 41 points this week, has taken him up into 58th place. Scott C, with 46 points this week, has gone up into 55th place. And then we have my darling wife has gone into 50th with 52 points this week. Jamie Imber up to 48th with 46 points this week. Adam is up to 45th with 37 points this week. Matty K has gone up to 40th with 41 points this week. Destiny 5. Destiny's up to 37th with 39 points this week. And then you've got Luke, Spotlight on Spurs, up to 36th with 71 points this week. Graham is up to 34th with 39 points this week. And Tot Spurs, go on Tot Spurs. Tot Spurs has gone up to 32nd with 34 points this week. Zoe is up to 30th with 37 points this week. Carl, our very own Carl, 30 points this week, has taken up to 29th. Then you've got Phil P up into 26th with his 34 points. Nathan Pierce is up to 25th with his 30 points. David Powell is up to 24th with 45 points. And then it's Jess. Jess is up to 15th with her 55 points this week. Adrian is up to 14th with his 71 points this week. And yours truly, 74 points this week. I think I've got the highest, haven't I? 74 points this week has taken me to 13th. Then you've got Robbie Clark, 45 points this week has taken him up to 9th. Archer, our very own Archer, 55 points has taken him up into 8th place. And then our very own Ronnie. Ronnie, 61 points has taken him up into 5th. And then there's no one further up the top has actually travelled. First, second, third, and fourth have remained the same. What's Shentan saying? Wow, out of 50 spots, I have the lowest total for the weekend. I quit. Yeah, how you got the lowest total? Where are you? Where are you, Shem? It's obviously Shem. It's Shem. Shem, where are you? What position are you in? I can't see you. I can't see Shem. Am I missing something here or what? Right, down the bottom, Sahil is catching Smithy up because Sahil keeps getting more points. Chris Peters, Kev Clark, Scott Colliver, Daz Reynolds, Paul Greaves, Graham Dunn. Right, so that's not you, Shem. So where are you? You're in 23rd spot. You scored 18 points this week, Shem. So, why did you score 18 points this week, Shem? That might have to do with something that you had Walter Marder, who scored 7 points for you on the bench. You had Casado with a -2 because you got a red card. Who's your captain? Haaland is the captain, got you 4 points. Yeah, it's not a great week, but you're 23rd. You're still fairly up there. 23rd's not bad. How many points did I get in FPL? That I can't be many like last week. in FPL, you scored. You scored, mate. Right, with Ryan. I've got to find Ryan now. Where's Ryan on this? Ryan, you're 27th. You scored 25 points this week. Ryan, there you go. There's your team. Why did you score 25 points this week? Because you had Verbruggen on the bench. 7 points you got, yeah, so he would have done Raya for you. You had another one who had Casado who got sent off. Yeah, you had another one who had Casado who got sent off. You had Haaland, got 4 points as your captain. I mean, to be quite honest, I scored the most this week. But even saying that, scoring the most this week, have a look what I did. Look at this. Right. So I triple captained Haaland this week, and he did nothing. Got me 6 points. But then I didn't score any points for Guehi. James got me 8, Digny got me 7. But in my midfield, I had Gapco with 14, Fernandez got me 11, Kudos got me 8. And up front, I got Haaland with 6 and Isak and Maltamada both scored, so I got 7 points each for them. And even on the subs bench, I got Verbruggen at 7 points. Yeah, I put right. What does he say here? Dad says, "How did I get 33 points, Jose? I'm in 54th." How did you get 33 points? You're in 54th, right? You got 33 points, Daz. There's you got your points. Did you have Captain Sal? Is your captain on the bench? I know. Okay, no. So what you had is you had Mohamed Salah as your captain. Salah obviously didn't play because then it's brought Slobberslay in for you. But where you've lost your points, Van der Ven and Rodon got you 0 each. But the only other defender you had on the bench was Campbell, and obviously he didn't play. Your Martinez got you 7 points, but your substitute Pickford only had 1 point, and Richarlison only scored 1 point, where your 2 strikers got you 2 points each. So your bench, so you've done well. Your 11 players have all played this week. McGinn being your top scorer got you 9 points. Yeah, Moani will come good. Moani will come good. Well, there you go, people. That's where you lot are with regards fantasy football. Right, I'm going to ask the question now, and the question is quite clearly: how many points did you think, or do you believe you scored this week in predictions? What were your point scores in predictions? Tell me what you think you scored this week. That's what I need to know next. Shem says he thinks you got 8 points. I have to look for some of these. So Shem believes he got 8. Let me have a look what Shem got. Shem says he got 8. What does Shem get? Shem, you did get 8 points. Who you got? Daz says he got 6. Daz, you scored 6. Archer, good afternoon, sir. Archer says he got 7. Archer, you did get 7. Drula is a lady, says she got 10. Drula is a lady, did score 10 this week. Before we do it, all I'm going to say to you is the average for this week is 7.12. So 8 and above, you're above average, right? 8 and above. 7 and below, you're below average. If there could be a way below average, then that would have been me this week. I am way below average this week. Yeah, I'm way below average. You can't. Ryan G says he's below average, he's pretty sure. Ryan, I will tell you that you are below average this week. You are below average. But shall we put the scores on the doors then? Let me put the scores on the doors. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, mate, I had a shocker. I had a shocker this week. But then you can tell, I think, as soon as you see my scores in Predict the Prem, you can see, not my scores, but I'm still leading by 31 points in that. But yeah, I've obviously not made how many points. Like, let's have a look. Right, is that now sharing? There we go. Start as we mean to go on. In game number 1. In game number 1, can I make that? I don't think I can. In game number 1, it was Brentford 3, Burnley 1. Brentford 3, Burnley 1, and the correct scoreline in this game came in from Jess. Jess correctly predicted it. Colin B correctly predicted it. Ed M correctly predicted it. Alan correctly predicted it. Vindaloo making a comeback correctly predicted it as well. And then everybody else that's in orange would have predicted a home victory. There's a couple of people that went for a draw in this game and didn't score any points at all. But that's how you scored your first set of points for the first game of the weekend. Second game of the weekend, nobody scored a green. It was Manchester City 3, Leeds 2. Everybody got a point because everybody went for a home win. So everyone scored a point in that game. Excuse me. Then we went to Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2. And Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2. And with this, nobody got the correct prediction. But there was 1 point for Shentown, 1 point for Totspurs, 1 point for Daz, 1 point for David, 1 point for Drula, 1 point for Ellie, 1 point for James, and 1 point for Paul G for all predicting a home victory. And then we went to Everton 1, Newcastle 4. Didn't see that on the cards, but 1-4 it was. And for this, nobody correctly predicted the scoreline. But the away victory and a point went to Colin B, Totspurs, Carl, Nick, James, and Paul G, who all correctly predicted an away victory. Tottenham versus Fulham was 1-2. Not one person picked up the point. It's a complete shutout, Tottenham versus Fulham. A complete shutout. And then we move on to Crystal Palace 1, Man United 2. And as you can see, only one person predicted an away win, and that one person correctly predicted the right score, which was Drula. She's the only person that picked up any points in that game and picked up 3 points to boot. So well done, Drula. The next game was Aston Villa versus Wolves. Another like Man City versus Leeds, another complete shutout. Everybody predicted an Aston Villa victory, but nobody predicted the correct score. So you all got a point each. We then went to Forest 0, Brighton 2. And in this game, nobody predicted the correct scoreline, but people that predicted the away victory and picked up a point were Archer, Colin B, Shem, Totspurs, Carl, Alan, Nick, all picking up 1 point each for that game. And then we went to West Ham 0, Liverpool 2. And in this, there were 2 people that correctly predicted the scoreline. One would be Graham, and the other one would be Paul G. Paul G, who went on to be man of the week this week with 12 points. So them 2 got it. Anyone else that's in an orange there would have predicted an away victory. And the last game of the weekend in the Premiership was Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. And the correct prediction in this game came in from Graham. And Paul G, man of the week, again, getting the second green of the weekend. They've correctly predicted a 1-1 draw. Anyone else in orange would have predicted a draw and would have picked up a point. In the Scottish Cup third round, after 90 minutes, it ended up Stranraer 1, Clydebank 1. And the people that correctly predicted the scorelines here, or one scoreline was Ed M and Vindaloo. and Ian all correctly predicted a 1-1 draw and therefore all picked up a point. Everybody else went for a home or away game, and there were only 3 people that scored points, and all 3 got greens to boot. Then we went to the French Cup. This was, for me, this was an upset in the French Cup, and I can't remember the team's names, but it ended up being a 2-3 scoreline to Brussels. And in this 2-3 scoreline, the people, no one correctly predicted the scoreline, but the people that got orange correctly predicted an away victory. So 2-3 got a point for Jess, there was a point for Ronnie, there was a point for Carl. There was a point for Drula, Vindaloo, Ellie, there was a point for Kuva, and there was a point for Man of the Week, Paul G. And then last but not least, we went to Palmeiras, nil, Flamengo 1. Palmeiras, nil, Flamengo 1. And the correct forecast for this game came in from Colin B, was the only one. So Colin B, 0-1, picked up the 3 points. Everybody else in orange there picked up a point for the away victory. And for people that didn't know, there's a young man by the same name of Emerson Royale who's left Tottenham. And he's gone on to, he went to AC Milan, and now he's gone to, Flamengo. And guess what? He's won the Copa Libertadores, which is the equivalent to our Champions League in this country. So Emerson Royale is a Copa Libertadores holder. And I think on Thursday, they're going for the league. I think Thursday. So Emerson's left Tottenham and he's gone and won trophies elsewhere. Right, we move on. And I am moving on to the league table. Before I go to the league table, let's do another 5 memberships. Here we go. Another 5 memberships whilst we go on the league table. These 5 memberships have gone to... Right, who we got in these 5 memberships? Good old Harry gets a membership. So Rob Belcher has got a membership. R. Patrice has ended up with a membership. Leo Starman has ended up with a membership. And Phil Coys. It says Philip. Yeah, but it's Phil Coys. I know it is. It is Phil Coys. Look, lovely Hollywood picture of Phil Coys there. All these 5 people have all been gifted memberships. So it's 10 memberships gifted today. Welcome on board the newer members. Right, league table time. So what has that done to the league table, I wonder? So, right. So league table wise, Jack has gone into 29th place. So Jack has got 3 is green. So anyone in green has moved up the league. So Jack has gone into 29th place. Paul G, with his man of the week performance of 12 points, has gone up to 93 points. Do you know what? Before I do this, I've done this wrong, haven't I? I've not given you scores on the draws that people got. Right. Let's start. It's Jose, 4 points for the week, below average. Archer, 7 points, below average. Jess, 8 points and above average. Colin B, double points this week, double bubble, 11 points. So well done, Colin B. Shemtan, an above average 8. Ronnie, a below average 6. Ryan G, a below average 5. Totspurs, a below average 7. Carl, above average 8. Daz, a below average 6. Graham, an above average 9. Nita and David, both below average 4s. Ed M, an above average 9. Chris Peters, a below average 5. Alan, an above average 8. Jack Spurs, below average 3. Drula, double bubble and above average 10 points. Nice points, Drula. Vinders, the return of Vindaloo, an above average and double points 11. Ellie, a below average 6. Nick, a below average 7. Cooper, a below average 5. James, a below average 6. Ian, an above average 9 and above average and top of the tree for this week is Paul G with 12 points. So well done, Paul. Well done, Paul G. And what that did for the table, which I should have read that out first, it means Paul G with his 12 points has got himself up into 26th place. Daz is now in gold. Daz has broken the 100-point barrier. So Daz is the 25th player. So over 50% of people that played this game have now broken the 100-point barrier. And you've got a few there. Jack will continue. He'll get past that milestone. And you know, there's still others there that haven't played in a bit that could well pass the 100 barrier anyway. But Wayne B hasn't been here for the last couple of weeks. He's on 82. I reckon he could have been up there close. Ryan T hasn't been here for the last couple of weeks. He can break it if he comes back. Paul G. Yeah, Paul G's been firing, isn't he? Paul G's on 93, 7 points away. Paul G will get to the 100. So, Chris P has gone into 20th. And that's on the back of Scott Colliver not playing this week. Neil didn't play either. So with Neil and Scott not playing, Chris P, even though Chris got 5 points or whatever, he overtakes and he goes into 20th. Ellie, with her 6 points, Ellie this week, has gone into 19th. So Ellie's moved up the table. Edem has gone into 13th place this week. So well done, Ed. Ed's broken into 13th. And then up into 9th, Colin B has broken into the top 10. Colin B has gone into 9th. And then you have Jess. Oops, what's going on here? Then you have Jess, who's gone up into 7th place. So way to go, Jess, up into 7th. Graham has gone up into 6th. So Ryan I think you're the one that's fallen down in order for Graham and Jess to overtake you. So unlucky there, Ryan. Ian has leapfrogged Ronnie and gone into 4th on the back of having more correct predictions. So, yeah, Ian's into 4th on the back of having more correct predictions. Vindaloo has closed the gap on Archer to 5 points now. And Archer has closed the gap to me to 17 points. But you'll notice that Jose is now in gold as well, because I'm the first player this season, and I won't be the last, first player this season to break the 200-point barrier. So, yeah. So there you go, people. There you go. That is your scores on the doors for this week. So well done, everyone that took part. Tomorrow, there we go. Tomorrow we have Premier League predictions. Week 14 will be tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Ryan G, today I've I've gone and I don't know why. I don't know how this is happening. I've now left StreamYard and I've come to this Eve Mux. And I'm trying to get my head around this. So I ended up sorting this out today. It's going to take some getting used to. But I've managed to put in all the shows between now and the end of December, I think. I think I've done it because the league, what I could see only took me to the 20th of the 28th. 28th? I think all I could see took me to the 28th of December. So that means I put a whole month in there. Let me have a look. It says live. Where does it say live? There's live. Yeah, up until the 29th of December. Yeah, so I've gone all the way through to the 29th of December. So I've prepared all the shows. So week 14 is tomorrow. And then what I've had to do, because of work and because other commitments coming towards Christmas, all the results shows seem to be, or the majority of them seem to be at 10:30 in the evening. So that means that the people from Oz will be able to see it, the results shows. The people in North America will be able to see it because it'll be 6:30 or 4:30 to 6:30 in the evening for them. It'll be the morning time for people in Oz, so they'll be able to see it. And in Europe, it'll be for us. But yeah, I think I've got all the prediction shows for 4 o'clock. So I think they're all on Fridays. So the second, apart from tomorrow's the 2nd of December, because we've got the midweek games. So I've now picked the games that we're going to do for that, and the bonus games. So tomorrow it'll be 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the competition results are on the 4th of December, which is Thursday. So on Thursday, I think Man United play, and straight after that game, I will do a results show for this week, because on Friday we've got the predictions again from week 15, which is next weekend. And then the 8th, which I think is next Monday, will be the results show at 10:30 in the evening. And then the following Friday, we go again with the predictions at 4 o'clock. And then after that, the predictions are like every week at 10:30 in the evening. Yeah, and then it just follows suit after that. Although saying that, on the 29th, because I'm not working, I've actually got the results show at 4:30 in the afternoon. So, but there you go, people. There you go. That is your scores on the doors for this week's week 30 competition. If you can, join us tomorrow, and we will go through the week 14 predictions. So, without further ado, everyone, I thank you all very much. Take care of yourself. Enjoy. Remember to have whatever you've got in your advent calendars, and I will catch up with you all tomorrow. And as always, come on, you Spurs.
Tell, Cockerel, he's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel, leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The predictions league, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around, always talking Spurs wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and on and on and on. Why do I always get it wrong every time I play along? Tell, Cockerel, the show is so chilled, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel, the show is so chill, If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at.